We're living in an age of smartphones where taking selfies is very common practice. However, back in the days when taking photos of yourself was not possible, painting self-portraits was a very important genre in art history.
But for the new series of works by the British artist Antony Micallef, we might have to take a closer look at the changing genre of self-portraiture. Micallef uses his reflection in a mirror as a starting point for his figure paintings, but he doesn't want his paintings to be read as portraitures. Running until the end of June at the Pearl Lamb Galleries, visitors can pay a visit to Micallef's visually charged figure paintings at its Petter Building space.
I'd always call these paintings before, they'd always be called self-portrait, but now I think it's kind of misleading to call them self-portrait. I see them in my head. This might sound a bit strange, but it feels like my eyes are closed and my hands are in the earth and I'm unearthing these figures. And I use a mirror, but I'm only using it for reference and to see where the light falls on my face. I'm just information, but I don't want these to look like me. It's really not about that, but it's about me capturing an identity. It's about me capturing something which is visceral, which has emotion. And I always say, like, the painting I think is finished is when it breathes on its own. I think with this body of work, paintings would feel very different if it didn't have the amount of paint I've been using. What I'm trying to say with this heavy material, it's a way of just expressing this kind of, the kind of brutality and the sort of violence in the paint. The influences for this really were actually, they come from sculptors. I use tools like brushes which are over a foot long, in it filled with paint, and I use painting knives, and it's very energetic. It's very physical. It's very hands-on, like sculpture is. I like that process. I want these paintings to be dynamic. I want them to have energy. I want them to be eye-catching. I want them purely to be about the figure in that space at that time. Sometimes, like, being an artist is it's like climbing a tree. Like, and you want to sit in a certain part of that tree, but to get there, you've got to try different branches, and you see, what works with you to get there. It's an art's the same way. I am a painter, and I just want my painting to develop and improve, and to me, that's what's important.